Welcome back to Frost & Sullivan's Growth Podcast. In each episode, we explore transformative shifts reshaping global industries, from breakthrough technologies and healthcare innovations to the strategies driving tomorrow's growth. Today's topic is one that's redefining vascular care and reshaping how we treat millions of patients worldwide. We are diving into the innovations in drug-eluting stents and balloons, and how they are transforming the peripheral vascular devices industry.
Peripheral artery disease affects over 200 million people worldwide. Many don't even know they have it until the disease is advanced. Left untreated, peripheral artery disease can lead to chronic pain, disability, and in the most severe cases, limb amputation. Now here's the big picture. The global peripheral vascular devices market is on the brink of a major transformation, forecasted to grow from $4.33 billion in 2024 to $6.6 billion by 2029, at a compounded annual growth rate of nearly 7%. What's fueling this growth? The rising demand for minimally invasive procedures, stronger clinical evidence supporting new devices, and a wave of investment into drug-eluting and bioresorbable technologies. The urgency is clear and the opportunity enormous.
Let's start with the stars of this transformation: drug-eluting stents and drug-coated balloons. Traditional bare metal stents and plain angioplasty balloons have saved lives, but they come with challenges, most notably a high risk of restenosis, or re-narrowing of the artery. Drug-eluting technologies tackle this problem head-on. Stents release medication directly at the site, preventing restenosis, while drug-coated balloons restore blood flow without leaving a permanent implant behind. These tools are especially valuable in below-the-knee interventions and in treating chronic limb-threatening ischemia, some of the toughest vascular challenges clinicians face. The result? Longer-lasting outcomes, fewer repeat procedures, and better quality of life for patients.
Now let's talk about the next big leap: bioresorbable scaffolds. Unlike permanent stents, these scaffolds dissolve naturally after restoring blood flow, eliminating the long-term risks of having a foreign object in the body. We're already seeing major breakthroughs. In 2024, the FDA-approved Abbott's Esprit BTK scaffold, which showed a 90% reintervention-free survival rate at 2 years. And in 2025, Peripheral Vascular kicked off its pivotal trial for the Magnitude scaffold, backed by $87 million in funding. For patients with complex conditions, calcified lesions, small vessels, or multiple comorbidities, this could be a game-changer. The big question is, could dissolving scaffolds become the new gold standard in vascular treatment?
Zooming out, there are several megatrends shaping the future of vascular care. First, the unstoppable shift toward minimally invasive endovascular procedures. Faster recovery, fewer complications, shorter hospital stays. It's no wonder these techniques are rapidly gaining ground, even in outpatient and ambulatory surgical centers. Second, the role of technology and imaging advances. Optical coherence tomography is giving doctors pinpoint precision in stent placement. Robotic-assisted surgery is taking accuracy to new levels, and AI-driven imaging is guiding complex interventions in real time. Together, these advances mean more targeted treatments, less guesswork, and better outcomes for patients.
Of course, no innovation story is complete without looking at the competitive landscape. Right now, the market is dominated by 6 giants: Boston Scientific, Abbott, BD, Medtronic, Terumo, and Microport, who together control nearly 75% of revenues. But don't overlook the challenges. Companies like Peripheral Vascular, Medinol, and other niche innovators are making bold moves in highly specialized segments like below-the-knee interventions and chronic limb-threatening ischemia. We've seen FDA approvals, groundbreaking clinical trials, and even first-in-human implantations, all within the past year. The race is on. Will nimble innovators redefine the standard of care, or will the established players hold their ground?
Despite progress, big opportunities remain. Bioresorbable scaffolds still face challenges like lower radial strength and material limitations. The next wave of development will focus on stronger, thinner, and more effective designs. In chronic limb-threatening ischemia, the most severe form of peripheral artery disease, there's a huge need for innovations that can address small vessels, calcified lesions, and high-risk patients like those with diabetes or renal impairment. And there's growing demand for head-to-head clinical trials that directly compare drug-eluting balloons and stents to establish new standards of care. The message is clear. The innovation race is just getting started.
Now, let's be real. Growth doesn't come without hurdles. Awareness of peripheral artery disease remains low, particularly in primary care. Regulations are complex and differ widely across regions, and developing these advanced devices is costly and time-intensive. But here's the flip side. The payoff is enormous. With better screening programs, smarter collaboration, and continued investment, the industry can transform how peripheral artery disease is diagnosed and treated, bringing it on par with the precision we already see in coronary disease management. So as we look ahead, the future of vascular care is clear. Smarter devices, minimally invasive solutions, and patient-centric innovations that can save limbs and save lives.
The peripheral vascular devices market is entering a new era, driven by drug-eluting stents, bioresorbable scaffolds, and cutting-edge imaging. At Frost & Sullivan, we are closely tracking how these innovations are reshaping the industry, where the biggest growth opportunities lie, and what it will take for companies to lead in this next chapter. Accelerate your growth journey with Frost & Sullivan. Explore our latest growth webinars, strategic intelligence, and innovation-driven frameworks at frost.com. To learn how we help organizations identify, prioritize, and act on growth opportunities, contact us at hello@frost.com.